Okay, hopefully this broadcast is working. Anyone that who's going to be listening to this, it's been a while for sure. Um, there have been a few different reasons, personal reasons. One, job, well, work that I've been doing, and then also just as well, kind of a limitation in terms of lately, like my shoulder and trap muscles, where it can hurt a little bit to game sometimes. So as of late, I haven't been doing it as much, but decided to come on for a broadcast this time. So pretty much what I'm gonna be doing, I'm just gonna be running the plat for my samurai. I like to always keep my characters at like even numbers in terms of their rank, or I should say equal numbers for my ronin, my hunter, and my samurai. So just gonna go ahead and run something with my samurai. I recently just finished getting all of the build numbers for my samurai up to perfect values. So to kind of go through how my samurai is set up, poison blade, burning blade on. I guess I could do it this way. Poison blade, burning blade on the master's katana. I prefer master's katana because I like to have all stances. The most recent update actually gave the legendaries a really nice buff where now any legendary that you have the master version for like all stances, which or that are on that legendary. So for a Master's Katana, since it has all four stances, that means all four mastery levels, which is pretty cool. So then, melee damage, Oni damage. I focus on Oni damage improvements on both the sword and the charm, and that's pretty much the same, I think, for almost all of my characters. There has to be a very specific reason for me to not put Oni damage on the charm. So Forbidden Medicine, I mean, let's face it, the Bomber Eye has always been pretty useful, right? But I don't tend to rely on my bombs too heavily. I use my bombs strategically. I try not to just spam them. So I have blast radius, status effect damage. The status effect damage is really just for the fire damage, just to boost the hype on that. And then samurai unlock, of course, and then the black powder bombs. I have actually thought about possibly changing out the status effect damage, though I don't think it would be on the forbidden medicine that I can do this, but on this charm. I have thought about changing out melee damage for fire damage, but here's the problem, you can't put fire damage here, so then I have to get rid of Oni damage, and that for me is still not enough to justify it because the amount of times I'm using fire with my samurai is not really more than I'm actually using general hand-to-hand combat because I have to switch between the two, of course. So then we have the sticky bomb fired up and lucky as always. Ghost weapon damage is the one that I have boosted there, and then blast radius. I don't worry about cooldown reduction on kill. I could have it, but my sticky bomb comes in handy enough to where I personally don't feel I need it. And it's handled through plats and nightmares, zero deaths, generally 150, 160 kills. I'm not going to say that we're going to have a perfect run this time. You never know, but hey. And then smoke bomb, munitions lucky, and then cooldown reduction on kill. So let's look at the techniques really quickly. So Hachiman's Fury, as always, that's don't really have an option there. But for class ability, I normally prefer Raging Flame. I don't use Explosive Blade normally, and I don't use Spirit Pull. But again, it depends on your playstyle, of course. Mine is made to take advantage of fire as my main thing that my or takes advantage of for status effects. So of course I have one legendary slot for the perk one, so that I can have Forbidden Medicine. Um, Resolve Increase is what I have here. There's a bunch of different ones that you can pick in perk two, but I don't really worry about blocking like parrying arrows because I just dodge. Um, I guess that could be useful depending on how many Onis you're dealing with, so not necessarily a horrible thing. But yeah, I don't worry about it. Perk 2, I don't worry about this because that actually will get me to not to throw off my windows for parry and dodge windows. So I just don't worry about critical defense. And then healing strike doesn't really to me seem to be that useful because you'd have to make sure that you're killing the enemy with that perfect parry counterattack you'd need like Sarugami, for example, for that, or at least that would be better for that type of fighting style or perk use. Then we have Hachimon's Fury. I mean Frenzy. That's the one that I use to get the extra 2 strikes. I don't do Hachimon's Rage. I mean, yes, that does a ton of damage, but it only gives you 2 strikes, so I don't tend to use that one. And then you have Heavenly Strike, which if you're gonna get that, I would just say put it on a sword, get Stone Striker or Heavenly Rebuke. Don't waste time with actually using a perk for it. Okay, so that's everything for my build. So
Choose,
we'll
and
go
I tell
ahead
it.
and run a quick plat.
Excellent choice.
I think I'm gonna mute the game chat so that people can't really hear me talk too much. I probably won't talk that much also on this game. I'm just gonna pretty much run it. If I see anything of note, I'll probably make a comment, but otherwise this is gonna be mostly silent gameplay. I'm actually in a twinge in a sense of pain at the moment,
Eo's
so
realm
I mean
sent
I'm not
its
really probably in
Oni
the mood too
and
much to talk either.
horrors to create a
So,
twilight of despair.
but we're gonna take this
With
level
fire and
first.
ash, they spread
As
destruction and
always,
fear throughout the land.
prioritize the Tengu.
The Oni was no match for the ghosts.
The joys of AoE attacks.
One foe fell, a ghost flew to strike another.
I actually didn't need to use my my ult that time. Yeah, we can go. We can go this way first.
A foe can't be beat.
So it seems as if even though I pointed toward this one, people decide to do whatever, which happens sometimes. It's the joys of playing.
Defeated an Oni.
Alright. So we're done here.
The enemy wounded a ghost.
I'll help them out in a second. Hopefully the other two can actually handle the killing of that enemy. Oh, nope, never mind. And y'all notice, you see that glitch there, right?
Aim to the wounded ghost.
So yeah, there's actually been a lot of glitches lately, I feel like, when playing. Definitely have not been impressed with the general reliability of the gameplay as of late. And see, he's gonna probably strike the barrel soon anyway.
Ghosts were not yet finished.
A foe can't be beat.
Enemy fell. ghost's perfect aim.
Into the shadow!
So one of the big things that you have to do with like those brutes, for example, you never take the brutes head on unless you have a way to stop them from attacking. I almost missed that.
That's all of them.
Appreciate it.
The other thing I don't understand is kind of like what that person was doing. By running in circles, you actually make it much harder for me to be able to help, like, heal you. So if someone's running forbidden medicine and they're trying to heal people, please just stay in one spot. Makes everybody's life easier.
All of them are dead.
Yeah, we have a pretty good hunter.
The enemies were certain they'd kill the ghosts.
So they've got that section. I'm not going to run super fast to deal with that. See? Because they've got that. So
Hurry before it's too late.
Disciple.
that's the thing that folks don't understand about the whole, oh, y'all are going every which way, but the way that you probably need to be going, to be honest. Other thing is not closing the circles. And, okay, at least someone stepped in. Okay, that's about to be another poison blast.
That wasn't easy.
ghosts braced themselves for another battle.
So they're gonna go to that first gong. As I said, I normally, as I've done in previous ones, I normally wait till second gong to move. Just in case, because that way you're not halfway across the map. And since I know I can confidently hold the zone by myself, that's what kind of changes things. Now, it's not to say I can hold every zone. I'm not that overly confident, but I can normally do a pretty good job.
To its realm.
So this is where you set up, pick up items, and I don't understand this. Barrels will literally be lying right next to these people, and they don't take advantage of them. Like, you have multiple ways in which to ensure that, you know, you're basically nigh invincible. Well, I shouldn't say invincible, but you can deal some really heavy damage to people really quickly if you take advantage of the barrels. That's what they exist for. Yeah. Don't know why he kept going down, but whatever.
The enemy had not yet given up.
So I'm right here.
Bonnie's beating heart. Silence. One of the ghosts was taken.
Help him. That's more important.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You're a worthy ally.
My arrows never miss. Wasn't too hard. Thanks.
So I like to always monopolize this, because other people don't know how to spend it
The
properly.
enemy
So I always
sent
take
their
this back.
strongest men to battle.
Because generally speaking, you have to figure out whoever's the best player in the team, or the most offensive player, is the person who should be controlling the ammo. Because you can always just go get some. Like, it's not impossible for you to go get more ammo. So you shouldn't be hogging the ammo if you aren't the type of person who goes through bombs properly and knows how to conserve them. I'll just throw that.
Ghost's aim was true.
Because we need to put some heat over on Obelisk.
So fair, a ghost flew to strike another.
Oh, you got skills, huh? Oh my god, I hate this dude. You know what? Screw it. Okay, I absolutely hate the characters like them because they have all the stupid switching and all that mess. Alright.
That was tough.
You're a true ally.
You have my gratitude.
Yeah, I feel like they keep trying to get the ammo thing, but I'm not giving that up.
The ghosts stood
Because the
there
ammo is supposed to
as
be used
more
as a pinch
enemies
hit, pretty much.
approached.
If things get really sucky and you have no other choice, you use the ammo. I just made him waste a ton of blow darts. Sorry.
Ghosts killed from the shadows.
Now, this is a classic situation that really needs, but hey. Again, I guess stuff happens sometimes, right?
Ghosts down, Oni.
I'll leave that. Nope. I did not see that lined up, and I should have.
Hope that was the last one.
The ghosts had no time to rest.
A bow can't be beat.
Okay, they're handling ledge. I'm gonna actually wait. Because I figured that. So they're coming in obelisk. This is the opening gate. So actually that was a smart play that they did there.
Ghosts gave everything they had.
There we go. So that's good to go.
Ego lost their power, ally, ghosts.
Put them all down.
They're gonna close the circle. That's everybody's ammo back. And then I run back up to control again.
Strong foes met the ghosts in battle.
Ow. So, I double pressed the button, but the thing didn't move.
Ghost down.
That's an annoying thing that happens to me a lot when I'm using controllers, is that, and see like that, for some reason, the button did not activate properly. I don't understand it. Honestly, I feel like it's a flaw in the actual design of the game. Because you have to be very deliberate with your button presses for ghosts, which is fine in story mode, but in Legends, you aren't really trying to wait for deliberate. You need things to just work, to be honest. Okay. That's the last enemy. Should be it. Yeah.
We earned that one.
Ooh.
Follow me.
See, I ain't even gonna heal him, cause that mess is annoying as heck. It's like stay in one daggone spot. Now, if you go down in the next round or whatever the case may be, because your health's only at half or something like that, don't get mad, cause again, that was a personal choice that you made.
More enemies were still to come.
Alright.
We're being overrun.
They're incapable of being able to focus on the right location. There we go. Again, I hate these little guys because of how much damage they're capable of doing. Like, they're so annoying. Oh, okay.
Their enemies defeated. The ghost prepared to face more.
That's a testament to the fact that the
Leo's
hunter has
forces
skill.
hadn't given up.
My arrows
Alright.
A ghost showed no hesitation. Was nothing too difficult for the ghosts. Oni's malevolent mud grew still.
A bow can't be beat.
I do believe that to be getting kills that fast, they're probably using aim assist. Because their kill rate's just too fast in a sense.
I owe you.
Sometimes people are that
gathered
good,
their
but
strength.
generally speaking, it's aim assist.
We can rest a moment.
If he'd stop playing around and actually stand in the same spot, that would make life so much
You're a
easier.
worthy ally.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Here.
Yep.
Dangerous foes charged at the ghosts.
My arrows never miss. Disciple, there.
Down and Oni.
Only here. before it's too late.
The ghost's fate was endless. The ghost called out for help. His beating heart became silent.
My arrows never miss.
The ghost stood ready to fight.
What the fuck? Oh my goodness. Here's an example it doesn't make any sense with gaming. Just like that, for example. I tried to tell that thing to attack multiple times, but like I literally tapped the button who knows how many times and it did not activate. And I do believe that it is the... Okay, interesting. Maybe they felt that they didn't get enough kills. I'm not even gonna be the one to activate matchmaking. This might cause a need to level up.
A bow can't be beat.
Because to be honest, this is what breeds real G's. Is when you have to sit there and make it work with 3 players.
Ghost's aim was
Because the situational awareness that comes from greatness, this is how you generate it.
there was no match for the ghost.
But as I said, it is possible to sit there and go ham. Now see, we'll probably lose Ledge though for one simple reason. Priest Soul is not a G player, and you can kind of tell it in the way in which they're using their hunter. That's not to say that they're not a good player, but the problem is that they're not used to the idea of going in and stepping into the circle. Because sometimes you have to be willing to enter the circle no matter what. There we go.
The ghosts knew
We're clean.
more enemies would come.
Okay, they purchased
The
regenerate. The
enemy
hell.
had not yet given up.
Yeah, I figured that might happen. Alright.
Evil lost power.
Yep. That's why Raging Fire is considered to be such an OP ability. It's for that simple reason. But like, you gotta be able to use your hunter as a battle hunter too. And that's really what denotes the people who have mastered hunter. I promise I'm trying to switch stances right now. I promise I literally pressed the button like 5 times, but no real response there. And that's what I mean. You have to be too precise with them and their doggone bullcrap with the controllers. And this is not a
I
problem
think
that
that's it.
that is unknown either. It's something that's been talked about quite a few times. Will you stop flipping? Okay, never mind. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Okay, yep, that works.
The enemies were certain they
Okay.
killed the ghosts.
Oh right, we only have obelisk and yeah, so they're just coming straight through. There we go. Wait, are there more coming to obelisk or confused? Okay, I'll take them.
Ghosts became a deadly storm.
Okay. I don't know where. See, here's the other issue that you have. There's no way to know where all the enemies are. I just had a feeling. Okay. Oh, crap. See what I mean? It's like the enemies are literally moving from spot to spot. I don't play around with the bears. I'm hoping... Okay, nope, we're still not at the last one yet. And this is the other issue. So, like, when you try and fight enemies ahead of time, you create a conundrum. Where the enemies are all over the place.
The ghost returned the Oni to its realm.
Okay. So now we gotta find the one bear that got lost in space. Here we go.
Never miss.
Thank you. Thank you. You're a worthy ally. Thank you. I'm gone.
Their enemies fallen. The ghosts reveled in their conquest a moment before seeking other evils to surmount.
I'd say that was pretty well played. Still had to give the kills up to Free Soul, but they earned that though. They did a good job as a hunter.
Listen while I recount an adventure of the ghosts.
The name of the game is every time you run one, you try and be a little bit better than you were before. So now I don't prioritize. Don't get me wrong, I'm still if you're going to continue will work out like that. And I just threw it off. But at the end of the day, it's not really about that, I guess you could say. Like again, kill count is a good way to track your evolution and skill. but I would say that the key really to being able to get better is just kind of bringing to the table everything that you can in terms of your character, how you play, and really knowing how to deal damage without taking too much damage. Like my aim now when I play is to not die, especially on the platinum, the nightmare levels, because as you're trying to evolve into like a master of your character, the highest level of mastery, I would say, is to be able to play something like Hell Mode or to play custom platinums, high level, right? Being able to take down multiple enemies but still not get downed yourself. So the kill counts become less important at that point because if you're going to stay alive, you can't be overly aggressive. You have to have the right amount of aggression mixed with the right amount of strategy, planning, and patience. So for me, that's kind of the big goal points. But I think I'm done for now. As I said, I'm at this point. Hopefully, in the next few weeks, I'll be able to get to the point where I can play for long periods of time again. But right now, I can't really do that for a few different reasons, as I stated at the beginning. So, yep, it's been fun. Talk to y'all later. Peace.